Alright, going to do a quick little tour here of the new / old recording studio. Just wanted to show this first. This is a sister made this for me. I thought this was really neat. She hand painted all this. It's Revelation chapter 3 verses 7 through 12. Talking about a door set before you, so I thought it'd be interesting to put it on the door of the ministry office. But I'm going to show you inside here. Just kind of give you a little tour, because it's just pretty much done. I apologize first of all for the squeaky floor as you walk in. It's an old place. Let me start out here with, first of all, with the bookshelf. If you've seen some of the really old videos when we first came to Maine, you'll see that you'll recognize these old yellow walls here. This is where we originally did the videos. The bookshelf was not up here originally. Would have been a good idea to put it up here, but just that's not how we did it. Down there is these are all new versions here, and a lot of other books and things. There's Bibles that I give away, local church Bible publishers ones there, just different books and things. And most of the books that I have I actually put into storage, so these are just the ones I use for the ministry. Just kind of going around here, just to show you inside here quick, because I know everybody's going, what's behind the flag? What's behind the flag? Well, behind the flag is an old, very old closet with boxes of old DVDs and DVD covers and whatnot. There's my little funny Pope hat there I've used in videos to poke fun at the Catholic system. There's my fabulous wardrobe there for doing video. Of course, other ones around, but let's give you a little view outside there. Lots of snow, very cold. The other night it was 24 degrees below zero, so very cold. That's when I went to bed too, so I don't know what it got down to at night. But here you have the different video cameras and audio equipment and plugs and whatever else. This isn't really organized all that great right now. You know, it'll change as time goes by. Over here, of course, you have the studio lights. You have my main tripod there. You know, the phone, DSL, all that stuff, printer, computer, workstation here. This is originally, this desk right here was originally my computer desk, and it's very small compared to the new one that I built. And you know, again, I'm not using real expensive, exotic, you know, wood or anything here. I mean, it's just plywood and 2x4s. Put a little bit of finish on the top, sanded it and things like that. So gives me a real nice big workspace. And you know, I used to try to fit everything, letters and sermon notes and Bible and books and everything else on that little plastic table. Obviously that didn't work too good. So this is going to be very, very nice. It's already really nice. This is a rustic chair I made here years ago. Actually ripped the seat if you saw that, but got to reupholster it now. But there, of course, is the banner that I've used and things. Ministry letters, which I'll be getting to here. Again, this is, I thought I'd record it now before it gets really messy in here. You know, but you know, when I actually start to do, you know, research, and I have books everywhere and papers and, you know, articles and whatnot. But this is basically it. You know, you'll see this video, different angles and things and whatnot as time goes by. We operate on a very, very low level here. If you can see inside the room here, I mean, this place was a basically going into foreclosure if you don't know the story, and we got it for very, very cheap. And there's a reason we got it cheap, because it's in rough shape. But we really haven't wanted to put a whole lot of money into this place, simply because this isn't where we want to live. It's just where we're working. And before we had kind of living space and ministry space all blended together, and it just wasn't working. So we moved living space downstairs, everything ministry related upstairs. And so that's where we're at right now. This has been one of the big issues that we've had with being efficient. We haven't been very efficient simply because it's just been so hard to organize everything into, you know, like this. But thankfully now the Lord's given us the idea, and we put very little money into this project, just the, you know, plywood and 2x4s, and my wife's office is over there in another room, which is about a third of the size of this one. Very small, but yeah, it just kind of irks me, because it's like, you know, I see people and they're like saying they're building television studios for $100,000, and they get all this money. They're just putting just thousands upon thousands of dollars into ministry and things. If you want to do something for the Lord, you don't need to have professional television studios and things like that. I mean, most people don't get to see what, you know, goes on away from the field of view of the camera. That might think to themselves, you know, boy, they're really living high on the hog and all this stuff, you know. I get that, you know, in the comments. It cracks me up, you know. Oh, he's getting rich off people. Well, you apparently have a different view of riches than we do, you know. We're not getting rich off of anybody. Okay, this is the actual, you're getting to see it here. So, but for those of you who pray for the ministry, those of you who support the ministry, I thought it'd be good to let you see kind of the behind the scenes thing of what we have here. We're still dealing with some heat issues. It's been a thing ever since we've been here. Again, you know, just trying to keep this place warm. I mean, there's areas, I mean, if you can see here around the door, the trim's off and things, and it's just the lath behind the plaster, and they actually drywalled this room here, and you know, this place is one of those places where it would be tens of thousands of dollars to fix it correctly, and then the resale value would actually be less than what we put into it to fix it. So it's kind of like kind of a weird situation. So that's why we are just doing the work we can here for the Lord, and that's what we're going to do. We are praying about saving up to get a better place eventually. Please keep us in your prayers on that, just that the Lord would provide and guide us and lead us and things too with it. But just wanted to share this, you know, for people that don't know what goes on here, and they think that we're wealthy or something. We're not wealthy. And so I think that's going to be it. So thank you for your prayers. Thank you for those who support the ministry. And we will be coming out with a lot more videos now that we're a lot more efficient. And I just want to say we also have been sitting on a lot of information for a while. Some extremely hardcore, earth-shattering type information. Stuff that we just, you know, there's so much information that we get sent from people, and we find ourselves, Lord shows it to us, and it's incredible stuff we're going to be coming out with, but we've just lacked the ability to, you know, have things organized correctly. Another thing is raising, you know, our son. I mean, we're both older, and you know, Lord gave us a little boy, if you know about that, and that's been a challenge. And of course, you know, trying to keep ministry things up away where he's not getting into it and scrambling papers all over the place or ripping papers or things. You know, he's a good boy, but he's 2 years old. So this is going to really help with that too. So we can now really get back to focusing on these really hardcore studies that are going to come out. So we really do need your prayers. That's the most important thing, because we're going to get attacked hard when these videos come out. So really good stuff. But that's going to be it. So thank you very much for your prayers. Thank you for watching.